the important thing is that just mute your mic. आपके माइक म्यूट कीजिए. My voice is not clear. Am I audible?
Sir, it's audible, but the voice is low volume.
My voice is low. Now, wait, I will just change my device. Now also same thing. Please check whether I'm audible.
Yes, sir, you are audible.
Voice is clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Sorry for the inconvenience caused. So, shall I repeat the previous content also, or it was clear to everyone?
Yes, sir, it's clear, sir. You can continue from here.
Okay. So, let us go ahead. That as far as chemical engineering is concerned, what are the essential parts of chemical engineering? Okay. So, one can ask you, even in the this one recruitment process of your campus interview, somebody or anybody will ask you that, if suppose you are a chemical engineer, then tell me what are the essential parts of chemical engineering. So one get confused that what to say, whether to say the mass transfer, heat transfer. Okay, so likewise the vague answers or the illogical answers basically the people used to give. The essential parts of chemical engineering: mass transfer, heat transfer, okay, fluid dynamics, because whatever subject he is teaching, that subject list he is just giving, but he so once one don't know, it is he is not asking you subject list. Okay, he is not asking you that what subject you have learned in your chemical engineering, right? He just asking you what are the essential parts of chemical engineering, कि क्या essential parts है. So one should know that The essential parts of chemical engineering is three. One is process design. Okay, chemical engineers को क्या करना है, प्रोसेस को डिजाइन करना है, उसके बाद डिजाइन करने के बाद उसको डेवलप करना है. ओके, और डेवलप करने के बाद उसको कंट्रोल करना है, कंट्रोल ऑफ केमिकल प्लांट्स एंड इक्विपमेंट्स. ओके, these are the three essential parts of chemical engineering. So one first part is process design. Okay, process development. This is development means process development, process design, process development, and process control of chemical plants and equipment. So these are the three essential parts of chemical engineering. So what is coming under the process design? अगर हम लोग process design करते हैं तो क्या करते हैं, right? तो process design के again sub parts है. So there are three sub parts of process design. One is process synthesis, second is process analysis, third is process optimization. Okay, तो आपको प्रोसेस डिजाइन में तीन चीजें करनी है बेसिकली. वन इज प्रोसेस सिंथेसिस, आपको सिंथेसिस करनी प्रोसेस को, उसके बाद आपको प्रोसेस को एनालाइज करना है, एनालिसिस करनी है उसकी, एंड देन ऑप्टिमाइजेशन करना है प्रोसेस का. ओके, दिस इज ऑल कमिंग अंडर द प्रोसेस डिजाइन. So these three subparts are equipped with process design. So one may ask you that what is process synthesis में आपको क्या करना है? So just like you might have studied Dryden in I think chemical technology 1 और chemical technology 2 में आपने process plant के flow sheets देखे होंगे. Okay, जैसे manufacturing of urea process, manufacturing of some cement, manufacturing of polymers, manufacturing of H2SO4, okay, manufacturing of many ethyl acetate or any manufacturing processes you might have seen. So that particular manufacturing process you must have seen the flow sheeting. Okay, आपने flow sheet देखी होंगी ना, और flow sheet में क्या क्या रहता है आपका, many equipments are placed together. क्या देखे होंगे आपने उस flow sheet में, many equipment are placed together. So right from pumping of your raw material, sending them via mechanical operation, then sending to the distillation, then scrubber, then extractor, then आपने देखे होंगे reactors, and then vaporizers, or then flush drums, or then so on, and then finally your product. So you must have seen this all, flow sheeting of any manufacturing plant or process in the chemical technology, right? सेकंड ईयर में आपने ये सब्जेक्ट देखा होगा, आपने पढ़ाया भी होगा, जो आप ड्राइडन या ग्रॉगिन्स, ये दो बुक आप यूज करते होंगे. So that particular flow sheet is nothing but the systematic arrangement and combination of your equipment, okay, process equipment placed for the production process. Okay, आपके जो सारे यूनिट ऑपरेशंस में लगने वाले यूनिट प्रोसेस के साथ जितने भी इक्विपमेंट उसमें इन्वॉल्व हैं, वो सिस्टमेटिक तरीके से आपने प्लेस किए हुए उस फ्लो शीटिंग में आपने देखे होंगे. ओके, एंड वन बाय वन सिस्टमेटिकली. It's not like that distillation column is there and your extraction column is somewhere else, then your raw material pumping station is somewhere else, so that the difference between them, okay, as far as lengthwise, is so more that the pumping cost or the energy is getting waste, to reach that particular atom from one equipment to another one. Okay, so it will automatically lose your so much of energies. Okay, and if you lost your energy cost will be getting added to your production system. And if that energy cost, pumping cost, then your ultimately whatever efforts are required, to pump that particular raw material from one place to another one, if it is not placed properly, then your final production cost will ultimately get increased. Okay, and nobody will buy your product. So your product should be also economically viable for the society to purchase. So these all aspects are generally observed and seen in designing the process. Okay, so process synthesis is very important aspect as far as chemical engineering is concerned. So you must have to even pipelining, okay, to join the pipelining or design of pipelining is itself is a vast field, you know. That pipeline design is based upon also this is that is the sub part sub part of this process design, and that relates process synthesis after you know, that relates um, uh, and equipped with the process synthesis operation, right? So pipelining, design of pipelining in the chemical process industry is also a very important aspect, right? And it is related to process synthesis. So प्लांट में हमारे जो प्रोसेस इक्विपमेंट्स हैं अच्छी तरह से सिस्टमेटिक ढंग से स्टेप बाय स्टेप उनकी जगह बनाना और आपका ऑपरेशन सिस्टमाइज करना, इसको दिस इज रेफर्ड टू एज ए प्रोसेस सिंथेसिस. सो वेयर दी फ्लो शीटिंग हैज बीन मेड. ओके, फिर उसके बाद आपकी फ्लो शीटिंग बनती है. सो यू आर वर्किंग विथ ए सॉफ्टवेयर सपोज, so there is a platform, okay, simulation platform which uses these types of operation, right? Which is these types of sub part, that is process synthesis. So you are required to place one by one equipment to that particular simulation environment, and you are then attaching the material streams, energy streams to that particular equipments one by one, and then systematically represent that particular all equipmental facility, okay, for the process to design, okay, and making a plant, right? So process synthesis is nothing but flow sheeting of a processes, okay. Process synthesis is nothing but flow sheeting of a processes. Suppose मुझे ये बनाना है, कुछ भी चीज बनानी है क्या, सब आप कुछ भी ले लीजिए, सपोज पॉलीमर बनाना है आपको, ओके, हाउस होल्ड आपको आइटम बनाना है कुछ भी, तो यू रिक्वायर्ड ए पॉलीमर. सो पॉलीमर के लिए आपको क्या रॉ मटेरियल लगेगा, ओके, दैट प्रिल्स शुड बी देन प्रोसेस, दैट शुड गेट मेल्टेड, ओके. तो आपको मेल्टिंग का इक्विपमेंट लगेगा, ओके. उसके बाद उसको आपको प्रोसेस जो स्ट्रीम है लिक्विड की उसको आगे भेजना पड़ेगा, और उसके बाद जो है आपको आपका प्रोडक्ट बाहर मिलेगा काफी सारे यूनिट ऑपरेशन और यूनिट प्रोसेस के माध्यम से उसको आगे भेज के, राइट. और ये जो ऑपरेशंस आपके होंगे, ये जो जिस प्लांट में होंगे सिस्टमेटिक रिप्रेजेंटेशन आपके प्लांट का, ये जो फ्लो शीटिंग आप बनाओगे, इसको प्रोसेस सिंथेसिस कहते हैं. इसको क्या कहते हैं, आपके प्रोसेस सिंथेसिस कहते हैं, एंड दैट इज अ पार्ट ऑफ प्रोसेस डिजाइन. आफ्टर सिंथेसाइजिंग योर फ्लो शीट, देन यू नीड टू एनालाइज दैट प्रोसेस, ओके. इस प्रोसेस को आपको एनालाइज करनी पड़ेगी. कैसे एनालाइज करेंगे आप? यू नीड टू सॉल्व मटेरियल एंड एनर्जी बैलेंस फॉर दैट प्रोसेसेस. आपको क्या सॉल्व करना पड़ेगा? मटेरियल एंड एनर्जी बैलेंस. सो आपका मटेरियल बैलेंस और एनर्जी बैलेंस ये ठीक ठाक काम कर रहा है कि नहीं कर रहा है, ये आपको उसमें देखना पड़ेगा. इफ दिस मटेरियल एंड एनर्जी बैलेंस गेट्स हैम्पर, योर प्रोसेस सिंथेसिस इज नॉट गुड, right? So it needs to be again modified, okay. So your material and energy balance should be properly uh, you know, uh, taken care as far as your process synthesis is concerned. Then sizing and costing the equipment, okay, sizing and costing of the equipment. तो उस इक्विपमेंट की साइजिंग और कॉस्टिंग ठीक ठाक है कि नहीं, बिकॉज दिस ऑल इज बेसिकली रिलेटेड टू योर प्रोडक्शन ऑफ द कॉस्ट और कॉस्ट प्रोडक्शन. ये थोड़ा सा भी आपका गड़बड़ हुआ तो आपकी प्रोडक्ट की जो कॉस्ट है वो हैम्पर हो जाएगी. इसलिए सारी चीजों का ध्यान रखना पड़ता है. डिपेंडिंग अपॉन योर प्रोडक्शन कैपेसिटी, you need to size your equipments, and accordingly the costing is also taken into consideration. So evaluating the worth of the flow sheet, ये जो आपकी फ्लो शीट है, ये मटेरियल बैलेंस, एनर्जी बैलेंस और ये सारे पैमाने पे आगे बढ़ने के बाद उसकी जो वर्थ है, फ्लो शीटिंग आपने ठीक ठाक सिस्टमेटिक की कि नहीं, ये सब आपको इवेल्युएट करना पड़ेगा. और ये जो चीजें आप लोग ध्यान में रखते हो, क्या? Solving material balance, energy balance for the processes, sizing and costing the equipment, evaluating the worth of the flow sheet. This is something referred to as process analysis. इसको क्या refer करते हैं, इसको क्या बोलते हैं? Process analysis. So process analysis is the term which is associated with the process design, which will utilizes the knowledge of solving material balance, energy balance for process, sizing and costing the equipments, evaluating the worth of the flow sheet is being done under the process analysis, right? So after process synthesis, after process analysis, one must have to taken care for the optimization, or one must have to go for the optimization. Okay, optimization मतलब क्या कि if suppose your production of urea is going on, and production of urea is been done on the temp with at the temperature of 420 degrees centigrade. So if your temperature is exceeds than 420 degrees centigrade, okay, biuret formation started. That means it try to degrade themselves and forming a byproduct which is not relevant to the crops. Okay, तो यूरिया में क्या होता है, एनपीके कॉन्सेंट्रेशन होता है, राइट, फॉर सॉइल और फॉर प्लांट टू फर्टिलाइज, सॉइल को फर्टिलाइज करने के लिए एनपीके कॉन्सेंट्रेशन होता है 15 15 15 and 20 20 0 in this aspect ratio. These NPK concentrations have been maintained depending upon the soil quality and quantity, right? So if your temperature is goes beyond 420 degrees centigrade, your urea production is try to degrade and some byproduct is formed, that is referred to as a biurate. उसको क्या बोलते हैं, biurate, and the biurate is not beneficial for the health of the plant. Okay, that is something poisonous for the plants. Okay, plants health. So to avoid that, or to maintain your exact temperature, some reactions are very sensitive enough to the temperature and pressure, right? So we need to maintain that temperature and pressure in a systematic way to maintain its set point value at the required amount, right? So to maintain that, your optimization is very important. Optimize मतलब आपकी जो temperature और जो pressure है वो उसी इस पे बरकरार रखना, उसको यहाँ और वहाँ, नीचे और ऊपर, दोनों जगह पे जाने नहीं देना. For this particular aspect, you need to employ a control system to the plant. So feedback control, feed forward control system, augmented pressure control system, augmented series pressure control system. Okay, so many types of control system have been employed, okay, to tackle these types of issues. Okay, so all the plants are basically controlling its parameter, and that control system is referred to a optimization. So आप optimize करते, find the values of variable in a process which yields best performance criteria. तो बेस्ट परफॉर्मेंस क्राइटेरिया जो वैल्यू देगी, उस वैल्यू को आप सेट पॉइंट वैल्यू में सेट कर देते हैं, और उसको प्लस माइनस करने के लिए देन ऑटोमेटिकली if suppose temperature goes above, then cooling water supply has been enhanced. Okay. If temperature goes below, then hot water supply has been enhanced, so that so as to maintain that particular temperature in a systematic way to process your reaction further, right? So this is something comes under the optimization. So you have seen the three parts, subparts of the process design, that is process synthesis, process analysis and optimization. तो ये तीन पार्ट बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट. तो अगर किसी ने पूछा कि व्हाट आर द इसेंशियल पार्ट्स ऑफ केमिकल इंजीनियरिंग, फर्स्ट पार्ट आपका होगा प्रोसेस डिजाइन. और अगर उसने आपको ज्यादा पूछा कि क्या होता है प्रोसेस डिजाइन में, सो दिस थ्री सब पार्ट्स आर द इम्पोर्टेंट पार्ट्स ऑफ प्रोसेस डिजाइन, दैट इज प्रोसेस सिंथेसिस, process analysis and process optimization study is very important. Then after doing this exercises under the process design, you must have to develop your process. फिर आप प्रोसेस को डेवलप करना है आपको. ओके, तो डेवलप करना मतलब क्या, आपको अकॉर्डिंगली इस प्रोसेस को सजेस्ट करना है, जिसने जिसने आपको बोला कि हमको प्रोसेस डिजाइन करके दो. उसको सजेस्ट करने के बाद ही विल ऑर्डर अकॉर्डिंगली द इक्विपमेंट्स and every part which is required for that particular process. Okay, process plant. And then he will commission it on a land. Okay, after that he will employ a control system, process control of chemical equipment and plants. So manually that owner need not to send any operator or man to see that what is the temperature of that particular unit, see what is the pressure of that particular unit, open that valve, close that valve manually. So it's not possible. So he need to employ a control system to chemical plants and equipment, so that sitting in one particular control room, you can operate that plant you can control all these parameters, to run that particular plant. Or even safety hazards, if suppose any arises out of it, you can also control it sitting in one particular control room. So if you must have visited for your internship to any industry, so you must have seen their control system. So one operator or plant in charge is sitting in that particular control room in AC condition environment, and he can control. So touchable screens are employed. Touchable screens are employed there, and touching the control, the control panel, you can access the parametric representation from the plant, and you can control it. Okay, and if suppose the problem is not solved, so alarm has been set up, then the problem is very worst and excess, then only the engineers has to uh, run into the plant and see exactly what happens. Then then their safety team is and all are visiting the plant, and then they are tackling that particular issue. Okay, so these types of things are there. So these are all the essential parts of chemical engineering, which is very, very important, right? So this particular whatever we have discussed has been taken by the B.V. Babu नाम का एक book है, B.V. Babu, Process Modeling and Simulation by B.V. Babu. आप जो है उस बुक को फर्स्ट चैप्टर को आप देखिए, तो ये थियोरेटिकल पार्ट जो मैंने आपको लिया है ये आपको उसमें मिल जाएगा. अगर आपको वो नहीं मिला तो मैं आपको उसका जो है जेरोक्स कॉपी, सॉफ्ट कॉपी मैं आपको इसमें भेज देता हूँ, इसमें व्हाट्सएप ग्रुप में, तो आप उसको देख लीजिए थोड़ा सा. Then as far as mathematical models of chemical engineering is concerned, so what is basically modeling? Okay, modeling क्या है? Okay, so modeling is the systematic representation of any system or process. Okay, it also reflects the behavior of that process or system. Okay, दो चीजें हैं. Modeling is a systematic representation of any system or process. Process और system में दो इसलिए बोल रहा हूँ कि confuse ना हो आप. Process is a specific thing, okay, where chemical reactions takes place. Okay, and unit operations where the physical changes are taken place. Okay, लेकिन system मतलब system में आपके process भी आ गए, आपके unit operations भी आ गए, उसको बोलते हैं system. So system is a general terminology, and process and unit operations may be under it. अच्छा, system में काफी सारी चीजें, इसलिए मैं बार बार कुछ system processes को भी बोल रहा हूँ. Processes is directly related to chemical engineers. Unit operations are directly related to chemical engineers, but system is something a very broad terminology. So modeling basically reflects the behavior of the system, process, any process, right? And it is a systematic representation of any system or process. So basically what is modeling? Modeling is a divided into two types. One is physical modeling and mathematical modeling. Okay, modeling के दो types होते हैं. एक होते हैं आपके फिजिकल मॉडलिंग, एक होती है आपकी मैथमेटिकल मॉडलिंग. तो फिजिकल मॉडलिंग में क्या होता है बेसिकली? व्हाट इज फिजिकल मॉडलिंग? इन फिजिकल मॉडलिंग द एक्सपेरिमेंट्स आर कैरिड आउट डायरेक्टली ऑन द रियल प्रोसेसेस. आपके जो एक्सपेरिमेंट्स होते हैं दैट इज डायरेक्टली कैरिड आउट ऑन रियल प्रोसेसेस. द एक्सपेरिमेंटल डेटा इज रिड्यूस्ड टू रिलेशनशिप इन्वॉल्विंग डायमेंशनलेस ग्रुप made up of various combinations of physical quantities and linear equations, linear dimensions. Okay, so you must have heard about your heat transfer, or you must recall your heat transfer knowledge, where some dimensionless analysis relationships are being given in terms of Dittus-Boelter equation, Sider-Tate equation. So that is referred to as the empirical correlationships, right? So that is made up of dimensionless groups and its analysis. Okay, that is referred to as what? Empirical correlationships. So that particularly is basically used for calculating the heat transfer coefficient, right? So if you perform the relationship and if you perform the experimentations and associated with that, suppose heat exchangers are there, and suppose some different you are basically done experimentations on hot and cold water, and you just try to calculate the heat transfer coefficient out of it, right? But if suppose your process fluid stream is different, so your heat transfer calculations will be different, suppose. So you are directly taking the temperatures at the various ends and then apply your basic relationships of heat transfer and then calculate your heat transfer coefficient. But in empirical relationships, your heat transfer calculations is calculated with the help of the relationships given, Reynolds number, Prandtl number, okay, and all, okay. So Nusselt number. But as far as your real experimentation is concerned, you are getting something different. Suppose heat transfer coefficient, because your streams are different. Okay, your all values are different. But in physical modeling, there is no value of real experimentation and your real observations on the plant. So you have to reduce down uh, your data to the already existing equations, which are the empirical relationships which involves the dimensionless group made up of various combinations of physical quantities and linear equations, that is referred as the physical modeling. तो हम जो रियल एक्सपेरिमेंट्स पे काम करते हैं, वहां से जो डेटा निकालते हैं और वहां के जो रियल ऑब्जर्वेशंस की हिसाब से जो हम लोग वैल्यू निकालते हैं, उसको फिजिकल मॉडलिंग में कोई वैल्यू नहीं है। आपको उसको रिड्यूस डाउन करना पड़ेगा, जस्ट लाइक एडिंग ए ट्रेंड लाइन। Okay, you are plotting graph in Excel, no? So you are adding trend line y is equal to ms plus c, और आप जो है उसका ये r की वैल्यू निकालते हैं, r स्क्वायर की कितनी है, और उस हिसाब से फिर आप वो पैरामीट्रिक इंफॉर्मेशन को निकालते हैं। तो इस तरीके का ये फिजिकल मॉडलिंग है। इसमें फिजिकल मॉडलिंग ज्यादा जगह पे यूज नहीं करते, वे आर यूजिंग ए मैथमेटिकल मॉडलिंग। लेकिन टू द कॉन्ट्ररी, mathematical modeling is defined as mathematical description which combines experimental facts and establishes relationship among the process variable. इसलिए physical modeling को ज़्यादा सपोर्ट नहीं किया जा सकता है। Mathematical modeling is more convenient because it establishes relationships and facts amongst the process variables, okay, exactly on which we are working in the laboratory or in the process plant. तो जो भी डेटा हमको रियल मिलेगा, जो भी आप कॉम्बिनेशन करोगे या जो भी आप एक्सपेरिमेंट करोगे, जो भी आप रिसर्च करोगे, उसके हिसाब से जो रियल डेटा है जो आपको मिलेगा, और उसके बाद आप जो रिलेशनशिप्स को एस्टेब्लिश करोगे, ओके, डिपेंडिंग अपॉन योर प्रोसेस वेरिएबल। सो उसमें से आप एक कोरिलेशनशिप फाइंड करोगे, एक मैथमेटिकल मॉडलिंग फाइंड करोगे, जिसमें आप इस सारी चीजों को डालेंगे और एक ग्रुप इक्वेशन आपका तैयार होगा, ओके, which will establishes a facts, experimental real facts, okay, and give you the relationship among the process variable, which is referred to as the mathematical modeling, जो कि फिजिकल मॉडलिंग में आप डेटा रिड्यूस डाउन कर लेते हैं, किसके साथ? ऑलरेडी एग्जिस्टिंग एम्पिरिकल कोरिलेशनशिप के साथ, ओके। तो विल स्टॉप हियर। सो आज लेक्चर में मैंने आपको क्या क्या पढ़ाया, आपको मैं जस्ट रिव्यू कर देता हूँ। ब्रॉड डिफिनेशन ऑफ केमिकल इंजीनियरिंग, फिजिकल साइंसेस क्या है, देन वर्किंग डेफिनेशन ऑफ केमिकल इंजीनियरिंग, देन इसेंशियल पार्ट्स ऑफ केमिकल इंजीनियरिंग। इसेंशियल पार्ट्स ऑफ केमिकल इंजीनियरिंग में मैंने पढ़ा है आपको, प्रोसेस डिजाइन इज वन पार्ट, प्रोसेस डेवलपमेंट इज अनदर पार्ट, प्रोसेस कंट्रोल इज अनदर पार्ट। सो दीज आर द थ्री पार्ट्स ऑफ केमिकल इंजीनियरिंग। मैंने प्रोसेस डिजाइन में आपको पढ़ाया है प्रोसेस सिंथेसिस, प्रोसेस एनालिसिस, प्रोसेस ऑप्टिमाइजेशन। प्रोसेस सिंथेसिस में क्या होता है, प्रोसेस एनालिसिस में क्या होता है, प्रोसेस ऑप्टिमाइजेशन में क्या होता है, ये जो चीजें हैं ये हमने देखी। उसके बाद में हम लोगों ने देखा कि मॉडलिंग क्या है, मॉडलिंग किसको कहते हैं। मॉडलिंग इज अ सिस्टमेटिक रिप्रेजेंटेशन ऑफ एनी प्रोसेस और सिस्टम, ओके। मॉडलिंग इज सिस्टमेटिक रिप्रेजेंटेशन ऑफ एनी प्रोसेस और सिस्टम, ओके। So one should not confuse. Though, and then we have seen it also reflects the behavior of any process or system. We have seen modeling is divided into two parts. One is physical modeling, one is mathematical modeling, right? So physical modeling is the modeling where the experimentations are carried out directly on the real processes, but the experimental data is reduced down to relationship involving dimensionless group made up of various combinations of physical quantities and linear dimensions. To the contrary, mathematical modeling is defined as mathematical description which combines experimental facts and establishes relationship amongst the process variables, right? So this is something we have seen. Next time we will see the uses of mathematical modeling. क्या क्या uses है mathematical modeling के वो हम लोग देखेंगे, right? So that's all for today's session. So next time we will see the uses of mathematical modeling. What is that? And then we will go ahead with certain content, right? So I will ask that अभी कितने लड़के कितने हैं अपने क्लास में? Participants are 107. Okay. So CR is there.
Yes, sir.
CR आपने find out क्या last time कौन कौन absent थे? आज भी 107 students are there only.
Sir,
What and you said the uh, strength of the class is I think 115, no?
yes, sir.
So have you find out the names of those students who were absent?
Sir, last class में कुछ लोग वो group join नहीं कर पाए थे. That's why they left, and some were having genuine network issues.
Okay,
And few have informed today as well. Like one is in the passport office, he cannot attend the class and something like that
okay,
because of certain reasons they were absent.
okay. So all the students are added in the group?
Yes, sir. Now they are all in the group.
Okay.
Yes,
So
sir.
let's give them let's request them once again that don't miss the class so that they will be able to attend the every class and they won't miss the content, right? So
Yes, sir. Yes.
so I will appeal all students and in the group also I will just drop a message that try to attend the class efficiently so that they will come to know the exact content what is delivering, right? And they could not miss a single content. So let them adjust for a few classes, 1-2 classes. Now it's okay, I think so. From next class, everybody should join. Is it?
Okay, sir. I'll inform
Okay.
everyone.
Okay. So we'll stop here and we'll see next time, right?